Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Oraya Lux channel. I am happy to have you back if you've been on my channel before, and if you're new, thank you for coming to my channel. Right now, I'm just cleansing the space. Right now, I call in my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, divine feminine, of the highest light. Only all other beings must remove themselves from this space in my energy. I hope you all are doing well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the weekly reading. Okay. I believe it's the 22nd through the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But I'll put it in the description box as I clear the space here. Okay, so I guess we should go ahead and get into the reading here. Okay, so I have my notes here again that I'm going to go over here. Okay, so it looks like for the collective, for this week coming up, old patterns, limiting beliefs, and karmic entanglements have been surfacing for clearing. Right now, the collective is in a moment of choice. Will you repeat the old cycles or step into your higher alignment? Now, for the future, when we choose trust and inner guidance, we walk through the door into a new reality that feels lighter. Okay, so right now you can make a choice to go back and repeat your old cycles, or step into a higher alignment, into the next level. Now, this could be a challenge because those old patterns that you have, like old patterns and limiting beliefs and karmic entanglements, are going to come back up right now, right? So at this time, it's up to you to be aware of your old patterns, limiting beliefs, or karmic entanglements, and clear them. Okay, you want to clear them out of your energy. Okay, like me, I have this crazy situation going on right now with my baby's father, and he is just harassing me. I had to let him go because Spirit led me to let him go, and he has been acting a plumb fucking fool. Excuse my language, and I'm so over it. But it's a karmic entanglement that I had to let go. He was a necessary part of my life, of course. So just to let you know, if you did have any of these, like if you had a karmic entanglement like I did, this is not my first karmic entanglement, but this one specifically I can speak about right now. At this time, just understand those karmic entanglements were put in your life to for you to be aware of who you were, like your limiting beliefs, your old patterns. That person was supposed to mirror back to you what you needed to work on in order to be and walk into your higher alignment, right? So don't look at it as, oh, why me? Why does this person have to do this to me? God, why? No. It's all about your perspective. So how you want to look at it is, okay, I understand I have to go through that to understand more about myself. Like in my situation, this situation with this karmic entanglement that I'm going through, it has taught me so much about myself, to where I'm here in front of this camera speaking to you guys. And I learned more about my gift, and I'm more confident in myself and in my gift. And I understand like it was all for a reason. And I thank God for that. I thank the divine for that. And I don't know, I'm so confident that I'm just happy that I went through it. Okay? So yeah, so that's what we're at right now. You want to detach from drama, step out of unnecessary conflict. So if you're still in a relationship and you know it's not good for you, there's always drama, conflict, it's not you guys aren't like working together, you guys aren't coexisting in a peaceful manner, you need to let that go. Like straight up, you need to let it go. There's no excuses unless you want to go back into an old cycle. And why would you want to do that? You need to move forward. You got to move forward. You don't want to go back and start a new contract with the same person that's been treating you like shit. Like that just doesn't make sense, right? And I know it could be tough, especially if you have children. Like I had children. I have a child with this one. And my peace is way more important, and working with the divine and being in alignment with my soul purpose and my highest alignment is way more important than staying with someone for a child. And to be honest, it's so toxic that it's actually less beneficial for the child to be in that type of dynamic, right? Me and my child's father always arguing and just having toxic energy all the time. My child feels that. My child is also very gifted in spirit. And so he's also an empath, and he can feel everything. He is so empathic. He can feel everything. And so as a mama bear, I'm not having it. I rather step away from the toxic dynamic, make sure my child's fine and he's all good, healthy, mentally, and he's stable and he's not scared. Being in that type of dynamic, actually, the child doesn't feel safe. And I can't have that on my conscience. So, and I do it for myself as well because I love myself. I'm not staying in a toxic relationship when I know I can move on and be peaceful with myself, or I can move on and be with someone else. You know, it's really, you know, in due time, obviously. Okay, so yes, having children with someone is not an excuse to stay with them. I'm telling you that right now. So if you're hearing this, that is a message for you. Also, if you have any type of limiting beliefs, such as fear of abandonment. I don't know why I can't say that. Like being left alone. I think I had that. I had that limiting belief that I had to work through as well. It's okay to be alone. It's actually more beneficial to be alone than be in a toxic relationship. I just went through this, right? And when you're left alone, spirit can speak to you and you can have more clarity in the next steps of what you need to do and what you need to release from your energy and clear from your energy so you can be in the highest alignment, right? So feeling unsafe if others pull away from you or disconnect, right? Some people have old patterns where they feel unsafe if others like leave them. Let them go. Let them go. If they leave, that means what do they say? Their rejection is God protection or something like that. Bam, right? Clinging to unhealthy dynamics because they feel familiar. Like the person I had to let go recently, my son's father, he kept saying how, you know, he doesn't want to start over because it's so familiar and so comfortable. No, I don't want to be with you because we're comfortable, because I'm familiar to you. You know, like that's crazy. No, I'm gonna go ahead and I know I could be peaceful with myself and happy, or if I can manifest someone into my life that's gonna make me happy, and pretty much what I'm doing at this time, at this point. Let's see here. Some people are so used to toxicity, they expect harm, betrayal, and or control from men. So a lot of women, unfortunately, a lot of women have been systematically programmed to be okay with harm, betrayal, and control from men. We are at the year 2025. Baby, we are not doing this no more with no men. At this time, women are understanding that we don't need the men. We can love on ourselves, be peaceful, and I'm not mean lesbians, right? I mean like love on ourselves, right? Love on ourselves, have boundaries, and have healthy boundaries, right? Healthy relationships with men. We can have that. You don't have to allow a man that's intimidating you, trying to control you. He don't need to be around you if he needs to do all that. He's clearly insecure. You need to leave him. And clear him from your energy. Clear. You need to release and clear him from your energy. Feeling like you must always defend yourself. You don't have to defend yourself. You tell that person one bam, 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 this is how it is, this is how it is, da, 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 and that's it. If they don't understand, you don't have to keep explaining yourself. You just keep it moving. Okay? And a lot of women need to understand that. They don't have to understand. Most of the time, they don't want to understand. So you just tell them and you keep it moving. And you set healthy boundaries. Scarcity thinking. I had this issue and I'm still working through it, of scarcity. It's an ancestral, generational thing that I have regarding scarcity. A lot of, melanated people have this issue, but obviously we're not the only ones. But yes, understanding that abundance is not always material. You have to be in alignment with spirit. Get yourself together, be in alignment, get your divine feminine in check, so you can be in alignment with spirit and with the divine, and you can have abundance through him and her. One moment. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. My son woke up from his nap. Okay, so where were we? Limiting beliefs, old patterns. Let's see here. Like I was saying, I think I was talking about scarcity. But yeah, that can also be ancestral. An ancestral pattern that you need to break if you're still thinking in a scarcity mindset. Like believing that there won't be enough love, money, or support. Or settling for less out of fear of losing everything. That's all like a scarcity mindset. Self-blaming yourself, like blaming yourself, or having guilt. Guilt's a big one. Like leaving my child's father. I had, as women, we just have we easily get guilt over things like that, right? However, I had to understand, this is more, I had to see the bigger picture, basically, like I was saying, it's healthier for me to go ahead and remove myself from that toxic dynamic so that my son can have a better, my youngest son can have a better healthy dynamic between me and him and maybe his father. I don't know. Also, when you take responsibility for others' actions or emotions, feeling like you have to fix everything before you can move on. Oh, I have this back because I'm an empath. And baby, I thought I had to always fix a motherfucker. I always feel like I had to fix somebody. Not anymore. It takes too much time and energy for that. And it takes time and energy away from you, loving on yourself, building up your confidence, building up your money, your abundance. So pour all of that into yourself. Being hypervigilant, always waiting for the next bad thing to happen, right? You don't want to be in that type of negative mindset. You actually want to think about the positive things you want to happen in your life so you can manifest it that way. You also want to make sure you understand your nervous system and what triggers it so you can control it more. Like, I had to learn to control my nervous system, like specifically speaking on like this situation I'm going through now. There were things in the past that I was being controlled by when it came to my emotions and my nervous system being triggered. But now that I have those in check, nothing can sway me, nothing can manipulate me. And that's where the self-confidence and self-love can come in as well. People pleasing and overgiving. Now, come on, we don't want to, if you trying to please everybody but yourself, you don't pour into yourself, you can't, it's going to start weighing on your energy. It's going to start weighing on you. And then you won't even be able to be the person you need to be for your kids or for whomever you're here for. Yourself. You need to be here for yourself first before you're here for everyone else. So pour into yourself. And no overgiving. It needs to be reciprocity. So you don't want to be in a relationship, any type of relationship. I'm not just talking about romantic. Any type of relationship where you're the one always giving, and no one else is pouring back into you, and that person isn't pouring back into you. So it should be equal give and take in a sense, Do not put other needs before your own, just to avoid conflict. I had this issue as well especially when I was younger. I did not like conflict. Me now, please, okay. Don't try it. Silencing your truth to keep the peace, right? It's the same. Fear of being seen. So I also had this issue I talked about in the last video. I have had a fear of being seen. I'm like very camera shy. But that's also a generational pattern that I had to break within my generational line. And Spirit keeps pushing me to do these videos and being visible, and so I'm doing them. And I hope you guys are also being pushed out of your comfort zone and doing what Spirit is asking you to do as well when it comes to being seen and being visible. Don't hold back your voice, your gifts, or messages because it feels unsafe to shine. I talked about that in the last video as well. Actually, when you do express your voice, your gifts, your messages, and you allow yourself to shine, you allow opportunities to come into your life that you never would have imagined, right? And you can also manifest these opportunities. And once you put yourself in visibility, in a way where people can see you and you can express yourself, people are more willing to assist you on your path. And the divine also brings people along your path to help you because you're visible and they can see you and they're like, oh, I want to work with that person, So think of it that way as well. And also that comes with having fear of judgment or attack if you step fully into your power. Okay, and we all know, like, people are always going to say something. You're always going to get attacked. It just comes with, you're going to be attacked, period, in life. If you're like a chosen one, empath, earth angel, light worker, star seed, whatever you want to, you know, whoever you are, if you're working in a divine alignment with the divine, co-creating with the divine, with spirit, it just comes with it. And so this is another reason why you have to be able to clear all of these old patterns that you have and release and clear them, because this will allow you to have confidence in yourself and to understand, like, no one can push you off your square. Like, you are who you are, and if someone doesn't agree with it, it is what it is, and you keep it moving, right? No, not everyone's going to agree with you, not everyone's going to like you. That's part of life, period. But especially if you're like in this divine work. Okay? So Spirit is saying that all of these type of patterns and karmic entanglements and limiting beliefs are being pulled up so they can finally leave. It's time to let them things go because they don't serve you. And you can't take them to your higher level, to your higher alignment. You can't take them with you. So you might as well let them go. This week's energy is like a cosmic detox. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's clearing space for sovereignty, for freedom, safety. For sovereignty, safety, and freedom. I'm sorry. And so I'm also going to give you guys a release declaration to help you release old patterns, limiting beliefs, and karmic entanglements. Okay, so I'm going to put the release declaration in the description box so you can have that. I'm not going to really say it here. I'm just going to put it in the description or in the comments, like wherever I can put it, so you can have that. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards here, just a couple, like I always do, just to see like what type of messages Spirit wants to give us from the cards. I'm using the celestial insights. That's like my go-to deck for right now. I'm also creating a divine feminine deck right now. I will have that. I will be bringing that out as well, like little samples about that. And once I get that finished, I'll be using my own card deck as well for like my primary readings. Okay, but right now I'm going to use the celestial insights. Let's see what message Spirit wants to say here. Okay. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for us, for the collective this week? Here. Like all these freaking cards go. Come on, Spirit. All right. Okay. I have reconciliation. It says, it may be time to reconcile with someone or something. Is there an unresolved issue weighing on you? Taking the first step towards peace will bring inner tranquility and strengthen your future relationships. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card, there's someone in your energy that you have to let go of. It's time to let go of that person. That's what I'm getting. I'm feeling like the energy I'm feeling from this person is like real. You see this person, like, you see this person here? He looks like a little off, like dark, right? With the red on his mouth and everything. Like, this is like not a good person. You need to let this person go. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you gotta let them go. It's time. Spirit is letting you know right now, you need to let that person go. They're toxic. I can feel their energy. It's real chaotic. It's real. I don't know if you let this person go already, but you need to take the step towards peace, to bring inner tranquility. I know it says reconciliation, but I'm not getting you need to reconcile with somebody. I'm getting that you need to, that person that you maybe reconciled with recently, maybe, you need to let them go because they're toxic. And you know it, right? You know that they're toxic. You know it's time to let them go. I'm gonna get one more card here. Oh, it fell on the floor. Okay, I have allure, cherish. Allure, cherish. All right. Cherish the beauty that attracts you. Have you been too busy to appreciate the good things around you? Take time to enjoy and value the moments and people that bring you joy, right? So this card is basically telling you, you need to start doing things for yourself. Take time to enjoy and value the moments and people that bring you joy, not people that look like this. This is not it. You have way better in the future for you. Like, you have way more than what you think. This is not it. This person, manipulative, toxic, this is what I'm getting in my mind. Non-reciprocal. And we were just talking about old patterns, karmic entanglements. You need to let that person go. He or she, it could be a woman or man, they're not it. You gotta let them go so you can go ahead and move on into your higher alignment. Now, if you stay with this person, you're gonna go back to an old cycle, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be in your benefit. You're not gonna be happy. You don't want to do that. Just go ahead and, I know it might be tough to let this person go completely, but it's time. And Spirit is like warning you. Just go ahead. This is like, it's like getting to the point where, like, I feel like there's a time frame before Spirit is like, okay, I gave you the time to do it, and now if you don't want to do it, it's it. That's it. And you're in the old timeline. You're in the old cycle, right? So yeah, go ahead and let them go so you can enjoy yourself, the people around you that actually love you. And if you don't have anybody, like you don't have any friends, self-love and understand that you are not alone. You have angels, spirit guides. There are some also beings, like entities that love you. You have guardians. You have, if you're like a starseed, you have cosmic family that you cannot see with your physical eye. Just understand that you're not alone and you never were. Okay? So that's really important, right? So yeah, that is the message for this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the Oraya Lux channel. Again, I'm doing weekly messages, and you can add me on Instagram at Oraya Lux so I can grow my followers, grow my channel, and help others out there that needs it, and get the messages out that Spirit is telling me to convey. So I want to thank you again for giving me the time to give that message to you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. All right, beautiful beings. See you later.